In the last two videos, we have discussed the soul and how it is connected to will or conscience. In this video, we will address free will. It's a concept that has puzzled philosophers and theologians for centuries. Often we think of free will as simply the ability to make choices. Do we eat the apple or the orange? Do we turn left or right? But true free will runs far deeper. It is intertwined with the very essence of our souls. Free will is not just about navigating the physical world. It is the ability to freely choose our words, thoughts, and deeds for the benefit of our souls. Free will is useless to a person who does not understand his soul. It can lead us closer to the divine or draw us further away. Understanding this connection is essential to living a meaningful and fulfilling life. We are not just physical beings but also spiritual beings. Our choices impact both our physical reality and our spiritual growth. Free will gives us an option to enrich our souls. Through our choices, we shape our destiny, both in this world and beyond. The option to choose or reject the eternal life is an inevitable characteristic of human beings. We are the only physical life forms on earth with an eternal soul. God gives us what we need to improve it. We must decide whether to accept it or reject it. Just like the roads we drive on, we have to be careful in accepting the right roadmap. Every road will not lead you to the intended destiny. If you have the right guidance from within, your journey will be safe. If you avoid the guidance, it is more likely that you will reach the wrong destiny. Free will gives you an option to accept the guidance or reject it. Instead, there are many other options in front of us to opt for. Atheism, agnosticism, materialism, and communism are some of the ideologies that reject divine guidance. Perfect truth can be only one, and the others are misleading. The story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden is a powerful illustration of free will and its consequences. God created a paradise for them. He gave them everything they needed to thrive, including the freedom to choose. This freedom, however, came with one condition. They were not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This tree represents the choice to go on according to our own ideas to prosper in life. It signifies a desire for autonomy and a rejection of dependence on God. By forbidding them from eating its fruit, God was not limiting their freedom but protecting them. He was offering them a life of harmony, abundance, and communion with the divine. Adam and Eve faced a choice: to trust in God's goodness and live within the boundaries He set, or to choose their own path. This story is not simply about a historical event. It's a powerful metaphor for the choices we face. We too live in challenging situations like Adam to make our own choices. In contrast to the right path, options are many in front of us. The consequences of choice: a separation from the divine. Adam and Eve chose to accept the forbidden option. They chose to define good and evil for themselves, prioritizing their own desires over God's will. This act of disobedience had profound consequences affecting both their spiritual and physical well-being. Their connection with God was severed and they experienced a spiritual death, a separation from the source of life itself. This separation also manifested in the physical world. They were expelled from the Garden of Eden, a place fully supported by God's grace. They faced hardship, pain, and toil. The harmony that once existed between them, within themselves and with creation, was broken. Adam and Eve's story serves as a stark reminder of the power of choice. Our choices have the potential to shape not only our lives but also the world around us. When we choose to act against God's will, we create separation from God, from each other, and even from ourselves. This separation leads to suffering and ultimately the loss of eternity. Our garden, our choices. Each of us has been given a garden to tend in our own lives. We are entrusted with the care of our physical domains and, most importantly, our souls. Our garden comprises of our health, family, service, and wealth. Like Adam, we have been entrusted to develop and protect our garden. In doing so, we must be cautious in our selection of using free will. Life is full of unexpected turns and difficult seasons. However, if we take the right path, we find the strength to face any storm. These hardships improve our resilience and strengthen our connection to the Creator. Free will is a gift and a responsibility. It is through our choices that we shape our destiny, both in this life and beyond. Let us choose wisely, tending to our gardens with care, so that we may reap a harvest of joy, peace, and eternal life.